Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I am Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Boost hearings continue on Capitol Hill as lawmakers dig into the governor's office stimulus program. Also tonight, the FBI raids the Bureau of Motor Vehicles and BPS headquarters. And the AG's office wants government officials to return what he calls unauthorized and excessive overtime pay. In sports, early this morning, in one of the best games in history, a World Cup champion was crowned in Qatar. Stay with us, we have these stories and more next.
What's the move?
Across the nation, more and more people are driving under the influence of drugs. The CNMI Department of Public Safety would like to remind you to drive safe this holiday season. Do not drive while under the influence of marijuana, opioids, methamphetamines, or other potentially impairing drugs, including prescription and over-the-counter medication. These drugs can impair your driving and can put you and others in harm's way. Be responsible this holiday season. It's not just your life at risk, but the lives of the people around you. Don't let one poor choice ruin the holidays for you or your loved ones. Drive safe this holiday season.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Remember, if you feel different, you drive different.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
To the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, December 19, 2022. The Boost hearings up on Capitol Hill are expected to go on for this entire week. Meanwhile, one lawmaker suggests while the hearings are ongoing, the Boost program should be put to a halt. Day 2 of the Boost hearing continues today. The governor's chief of staff ended the continuation of his testimony this morning, while Bank of Saipan CEO John Arroyo was brought in after lunch. Finance Secretary David Atalik and Commerce Secretary Edward De Leon Guerrero are expected to provide their testimony in the coming days. And while the Joint Committee continues to look into the program, one lawmaker makes a suggestion to hold any more disbursement of Boost grants.
I just wanted to state that, and I will be making this recommendation to Mr. Arroyo, that we put a freeze or we put a hold on the release of any more Boost checks moving forward. I know there's a transition of administration. The election's over, first of all, and the transition of administration will be taking place in a few weeks from now. And there are so many uncertainties with even just the simple clear number of how much ARPA money we have left. We cannot even get that information. That's straight information.
Representative Joel Camacho states he is also concerned of the legality of the Boost program.
And I just want to also echo what the Vice Speaker mentioned a few sessions ago about the U.S. Inspector General coming to visit the CNMI. And then when we open our books and do a forensic audit with the next administration, that we don't know, in essence, if we're putting all these Boost applicants in jeopardy, whether or not they would have to be liable to pay that back. And that's a risk that I'm not willing to take.
Boost officials recently released grants on Friday. The amount disbursed is unclear at the moment, but lawmakers have learned that a total of $17 million is being allocated to the Boost program, with an additional request of $20 million. So far, $10.6 million has been granted to 241 Boost applicants. Representative Layla Staffler expresses concern on how the program is being conducted.
I've seen multiple conflicts of interest. I've seen multiple miscommunications from the review of the business license or no business license, complete applications or incomplete applications. I've seen multiple people wearing multiple hats, which just communicate multiple areas of conflicts of interest, regardless of filial and personal affiliations. For the ultimate conflict, as Will Castro being his campaign manager, being the governor's campaign manager, to ensure that the governor's reelection was successful, are the things that just pop out to me in this whole conversation that we've had for the last 2 days.
This is a developing story. Stay with KSPN as we bring you more. CNMI's Attorney General sues 3 department heads and 4 former cabinet members for excessive overtime pay. Attorney General Edward Manibusan says typhoon emergency premium pay, overtime, or extra payment does not apply to gubernatorial appointees. Manibusan has filed a lawsuit against DPW Secretary James Atta, DONR Secretary Anthony Benavente, and Labor Secretary Vicky Benavente for excessive overtime pay. He is also suing former Finance Chief Larissa Larson, former DCCA Secretary Robert Hunter, former Commerce Head Mark Raboliman, and former Fire Chief Clyde Narita. In his complaint, Manibusan states the Director of Personnel and the Governor lack the authority to authorize additional compensation except as provided by law. He further states all 7 defendants should be ordered to return the unlawful compensation to the Commonwealth Treasury. Police Chief Robert Guerrero was actually the first defendant to be taken to court back in February of this year. Guerrero has agreed with the AG's complaint, stating that the court should issue a judgment to the matter. Currently, there are 8 current and former cabinet members who the AG says were wrongfully paid for overtime, along with 11 other municipal officials. The AG is expected to file more lawsuits in the days to come. Late Friday afternoon, FBI agents raided the Department of Public Safety and the Bureau of Motor Vehicles.
Friday afternoon, an FBI agent put a closed sign on the Bureau of Motor Vehicles doors and locked all of them as they executed a search warrant inside.
Some of the vest.
Vest?
The FBI vest.
Is everybody inside there?
Yeah, there's law enforcement, federal enforcement.
Anywhere, any other places?
I'm not sure. I only know of this sector.
Okay. What's your role here? Just waiting. Can you comment on what's happening?
No, I can't.
Dre Pangilinan is the PIO for the Department of Public Safety and says agents were in the Bureau of Motor Vehicles area as well as in the administration area. Is the commissioner here today?
Commissioner was here earlier. I believe that he's, I'm not too sure if he's on leave, but he does come in and he does look at papers that he needs to sign and, meet with the department heads on a daily basis.
But so he's not here physically
right now, I don't believe so.
So who's in charge of DPS when he's not here?
Usually the commissioner. The commissioner is always on his phone, and he's always answering calls and directing the staff whenever needed.
No word yet on what the agents are looking for or what they found or who or whom are the targets of the investigation.
I think morale right now is pretty much the same. Everybody is just anticipating everybody wants to, find out who's the incoming. But everybody is, I think, just waiting at this point. Yeah, to see, where they need to be or where they need what they need to do and how they can help the incoming team transition.
Over the weekend, firefighters put out flames on a pickup truck. Traffic was held up on the Astorlahi Hill Saturday afternoon as firefighters put out big flames on a pickup truck near the Northern Marianas College campus. According to the Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services, the car owner, accompanied by a passenger, were said to be operating the vehicle, but they managed to safely get away before the fire broke out. The two individuals were seen by medics and had no injuries to report. KSPN learned that as the vehicle was going up the hill, smoke emerged from the hood, causing the driver to pull to the side. Minutes after exiting the vehicle, fire broke out. DFEM's firemen managed to put out the flames in less than 10 minutes before Alpha Shift Commander Captain Juan Lenizo gave the all clear. Investigators from the Division and Fire Prevention and Arson Investigation then arrived on scene for their assessment, which will be put out at a later time and date. All right, coming up, what do you consider a good beach day? Boogie Down hosts one of the best ones this month. Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
This holiday season, get your goods here with care and attention using Micronesian Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. So you do the shopping and we'll do the shipping. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals quickly and cost-effectively. Operating since 2013, check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it. At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Subway just dropped an all-new menu of 12 sandwiches. They call it the Subway Series.
The Subway Series has 4 new categories of subs: cheesesteaks, Italianos, chicken, and clubs.
With a sandwich series like that, I'll be a happy Subway cereal eater. Subway Series. What's your pick?
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The Northern Marianas College is on holiday break and set to reopen their doors next year. NMC announces their campuses on Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda will be closed beginning today, December 19, and will reopen on January 3rd, 2023. While offices are closed during this time, ongoing students can access their PROA portal accounts for class registration, as well as new students who have contacted their advisor for academic advising. Students will be able to make changes in their schedules during the add and drop week on January 17 to the 21st, but course selection may be limited during this period. For more information about NMC's Spring 2023 semester, you can go to www.marianas.edu. For any urgent matters, community members are asked to email nmc@marianas.edu, and for campus emergencies, you can call NMC Security at 237-6800. Earlier this month, the CNMI saw its first ever surf competition down at Obzan Beach. A lot of these dudes say they've been surfing for a while now. It's just been a quiet sport. But now with more exposure and awareness, we can expect more competitions to take place. And if you're not into surfing, there's still much you can do at the Boogie Down at Obzan Beach. It was definitely a good day at the Boogie Down at Obzan surf competition. Grill smoking, great company, and lots of activities to look forward to. Besides the main surfing event, different types of booths were lined along Obzan for community members to check out.
We have our info booth here at Boogie Down at Obzan. And today we are just showcasing some marine debris. We have some pamphlets and guides on best management practices and how individuals and businesses can go greener for the environment. And this right here is our game that we're introducing to the community. It's basically self-explanatory. Just how long do you think the items pictured here will take long to break down in the water, because these are some of the most common marine debris that we find on our islands and our oceans, sadly.
Marlon Napoti from the Coastal Resource Management explains that these common items found at beaches take years before they are even broken down and completely gone. Her message to beach lovers and community members is this:
we always want to promote conservation and wise use of our coastal resources, and here at Boogie Down we are utilizing actually one of the most popular and important resources, which is our beach. And so we just want to promote conservation, and we just want to let the community know that DCRM is here not only to regulate but to also help individuals and just inform them how they can become ocean stewards.
Local artists were also present at the Boogie Down event, showcasing their crafts that may be considered a necessity for the beach.
There's a hat out of coconut tree leaves. A liling, do you know a liling? A crocus shell. And I make all kinds of, even like a little bird.
A lot of our ideas are inspired by the Pacific, from New Zealand to Fiji to Hawaii, even Micronesia. Mostly our style is all Micronesian. These are the Carolinian dancing sticks, the warrior sticks. This is what they're supposed to be like, and it's supposed to be like a hardwood and make a certain sound when you hit the stick. So we have these, then we have like model paddles. This one is just probably for the wall or for the kids, for the small canoe. And then these are the actual big, real paddles that you carry on the voyaging.
And of course, a beach day cannot be complete without food and drinks.
What are you guys making here?
We're making lemonade, lemonadas. We have 3 different flavors. We have the classic, ginger turmeric, and the strawberry. And then we're also selling some snacks, but we have only the one onigiri left and the papaya pickle. Yeah.
So what do you put in your lemonade?
Love. And good intention. So when they sip, you know, they have a good time and a good experience all around.
Okay, so we're making a poke bowl. So you have 2 different add-ons of choice. We have edamame, white onions, cucumber, and crab meat. And then you just choose whatever you want. We also have different toppings for whatever you like.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere because we have sports up next.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
The largest show in the Pacific is looking for dancers to work on Guam. The show, Carrera, an island, a journey, an adventure. This is a unique opportunity for dancers from Saipan, Tinian, Rota, and beyond. Polynesian and contemporary dancers for one show nightly, 5 days per week, offering competitive pay, airline flights, and even housing for off-island hires. Join the cast and experience working with a world-class creative team that has worked with Madonna, Celine Dion, U2, and Cirque du Soleil. Show now in pre-production. It will begin in March. Casting call on now. Up to 40 dancers are needed. Send bios and photos to casting@baldiga.com. Sandcastle Guam. Casting call. Apply now.
It's okay to take a friend or parent's medication. It came from a doctor, right?
Using someone's prescription is really risky. Taking any drugs for which you have not been medically screened is not only dangerous, but taking an opioid that was not prescribed for you is also illegal. Never borrow and never share prescribed medication. Your life and your loved one's life could depend on it. Talk to your doctor about prescribed opioids. Never mix with alcohol, and remember, never borrow, never share. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
The Marianas Cup was held on Guam earlier this month. Here is a sights and sounds of that amazing race.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
And for the KSPN weather report, tonight mostly cloudy with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. East wind 15 to 10 miles per hour. Low east winds 15 to 10 miles per hour, lows around 79 with a chance of showers of 20%. Tomorrow partly sunny with isolated showers, east winds 15 to 10 miles per hour, highs around 87 with a 20% chance of showers. The marine forecast, moderate to fresh trade winds will continue through Thursday. Combined seas of 8 to 100 to 10 feet will decrease to between 7 and 9 feet by Wednesday. Small craft advisory remains in effect through Tuesday night. A weak trade wind through will bring scattered showers and possibly an isolated thunderstorms to the Marianas tonight. Low tide will be at 10:31 a.m., high tide 4:27 p.m., sunrise 6:38 a.m., and the sunset 5:58 p.m. And that does it for your Monday edition of the news, sports, and weather here in the Marianas. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you back on Wednesday with more.